Hey guys, I'm sure we've all meditated on like everything Natah's ever said and everything up to this point in anticipation for the new war, which is about to be upon us. So I just want to give you a few droplets of my thoughts because maybe you're looking for new content. I know I look for what other people are thinking, something I might have missed. Perhaps I have something you might have missed. I don't know. So I'm gonna give you what I see. So one thing that puzzles me, so therefore I keep rethinking about it, is why do a lot of people want to fight the Lotus? So I went back and reviewed everything she's ever said, and let me just play this for you and then I'll give you my thoughts.
So the Golden Wrath came, and after, I was born. A mimic, a spy. Conceived to burrow into nests and swallow the pitch eggs of their war machine, the Tenno. But when I saw your tender faces, I took mercy. Or so we were told. But in truth, we were both imprisoned in Lua's belly. My light remade by the creators. I became a memory, a ghost. Reprogrammed to destroy my family, my people, my history. But now I am saved by family. Together, we will overcome the flaws of our light, the gods of our creation, merging with them like steel, bearing amalgams with the weakness of neither.
So to me, there's a quote that I remember from Knights of the Republic 2. It's one of my favorite quotes I've ever heard. It's told to you by your mentor, or you overhear her saying it. She basically says something like, you echo another's words, and like an echo, your words have no weight. To me, it sounds like she's just repeating something that someone else told her. Who could have told her this? To me, I believe her brother's putting this shit in her head and she's just believing it. I'll show you this.
On Lua, the Lotus, I attacked you.
You remember?
You died.
You don't remember everything then. Yes, your aphids wounded me, and our forces were depleting fast. I knew I had failed. Failed you, my sister. Failed our family. I had no choice but to retreat.
No. You were destroyed. The Tenno made sure of that.
You're still recovering. With all that the Makers did to you, it will take time to heal.
Alright, so if you have a bullshit detector, mine is pretty high. I could tell he's lying. I don't know if he's lying about everything or just some things, but he got scared for a second there. He's like, oh, I'm caught. And then he's trying to give some explanation as to what's going on. This is the truth. Believe this over here. Don't listen to that. But she's like, she's not really sure of it. Like, I kind of don't want to tell you this, but I known someone who had like Stockholm syndrome. And it was like the way Natah's acting is kind of like that. Like it comes back. Like you have little episodes where you think that person is better than they are. They've obviously done horrible things. I probably should have gave some kind of warning at the beginning of this, but Natah looks like she's basically being brainwashed right here, and this guy's just filling her with all this stuff. Maybe some of it is true, maybe some of it is half truth, but there's definitely some bullshit in there, and it's not for her. It's he's not doing it for her. He's not like, this is the best choice for you. No, he's doing it for some greater purpose that he doesn't even care about her, from my opinion. He's doing it for some other reason, and it's selfish. It's obviously him. That's how most people are. You do things because you want something done. You're gonna benefit from this, not that person. So my point is, the first clip I gave you, the first audio clip I gave you, she's saying all these things, but she's saying all these things because I believe he told her these things, and she's just regurgitating it back at you. I don't think she actually believes it because her words sound hollow, like if she's repeating somebody else's words, which means she doesn't actually know if it's true. She's just like, well, he told me it's true, so it must be true. I personally don't even put any stock in it. I don't believe in it at all. Everything he says, I don't even take it with a grain of salt. I just dismiss it because once I catch somebody lying, I don't trust you. I don't trust any other word out your mouth, because if you could have lied to me once, you could possibly be lying again, and I'm not going to filter what's a lie and what's the truth. I'm just going to dismiss everything that comes out your mouth. That's how I am. So I don't believe what he's saying. And if she's repeating something he said, I can't trust that. So I'm just going to be like, I don't believe this. Like, show me evidence that this is real, or else I'm just going to throw this away. This is not evidence to me. I'm sorry, but that's how I see things. Another thing Natah said in the Rope Below This fight is this.
The light leaves this one and rejoins the rest. I will dig no grave. I will plant no stone. Only conceive a plan for our new home.
So I could see what people are interpreting out of this, which is she looks really cold, like she doesn't give a crap about anything anymore. Because there's one of her kind, he's down, he's dead, and she's just like, I don't care, I don't give a crap. We gotta move on to bigger and better things. But it could also be because she's not regarding them as her people. Like, she could have already made up her mind that she's on our side and not on their side. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's a possibility that could be. She's already disassociated from them. She's like, they're not my people. The Tenno are my people. And that could be why she doesn't care. I could be wrong, like I'm saying, but that could be the reason why she's cold there, because she doesn't care. I also think that my assumptions in the last video I made about my predictions for New War, they could have been astronomically off on one part. Is I assumed that the sentients are smarter than us. Like, AI, they're AI, so they should be smarter than we are, and therefore they're not limited by our small little human brains, and they would be able to accumulate more knowledge faster and get to higher thoughts of intelligence, right? However, I'm assuming that with high intelligence comes, you know, you would be better than a human. That's what I'm trying to say. You would be better than a human, an average human with higher intelligence. You wouldn't be petty. You wouldn't be selfish. You wouldn't want vengeance. You would go past that, right? Because even today, us humans, we suffer great tragedies and stuff like that. And that doesn't turn all of us into monsters. We're not all just like genocidal maniacs. Not all of us. Some of us are, obviously. However, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, you could suffer a great tragedy and beauty could come out of something disgusting, something horrible. You could make amazing music. There could be amazing sculptures or paintings or stories born from your pain, born from your tragedy. So my thought was, they can do the same. Maybe even they can do better. They can move past it because they should be higher intelligence. But I could be wrong, because what I'm trying to say is, if you were to give a cat super high intelligence beyond human capabilities, that doesn't mean they're going to be benevolent, because they still have instincts. They're still, their core, what drives them is not going to be the same thing that what drives us. They may be like complete assholes. Who knows what they would do. They would probably enslave humans so we could pet them or something, and that's just my little feeble human mind thinking of what they could do. It would be beyond that, but that doesn't mean they're going to be holier than now. So I gave the sentients the benefit of the doubt that they would be better than us, when in fact they could actually be worse than us, and they could not be able to move past their pain and the tragedy and the hardship they suffered, and they just may be stuck there. That's it. You got pain, you turn into a monster, that's it. Like, maybe you can't move past it, maybe you can't evolve, you're limited. to feeling only this, to becoming only this, to experiencing this, and this is the outcome. I didn't take that into consideration in my last video, but that's actually a strong possibility that that's it. This is who they are. I was basing my idea before on the Lotus, how I've seen pretty much the only sentient I really got to see in detail, how they react, how they think, their emotions. But Lotus could be an exception to this. That she could be a flaw. That doesn't mean they're all like that. So they could actually all be genocidal maniac. So this is a good thing, because you see in the video that Lotus is like, she's torn, she's of two minds. It doesn't matter if it's because she was a double agent and then she started to feel things. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she was brainwashed and she was forced to feel things. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she's flawed and that's why she feels things, or if she evolved and that's why she feels things. It doesn't fucking matter. What matters is she does feel things. She does care about the Tenno, about us. You could see that when she's talking to her brother, she's a bit like, I don't know. And when she, in the trailer, when she's faced off with us, the Tenno, you see that look in her face, she's concerned. She's like, oh no. She sees the Tenno crying. She knows that they're facing off and one of them may fall. And her friend, her Tenno, her child is in a bad situation. That's concern. That's worry. That's fear. That's pain. Because that's love. So the fact that she's of two minds, regardless of how she got there, it doesn't matter how she got there. The fact is she is feeling this. And if she's feeling this, she can choose to do something about this. She can choose to act on her emotions, or she can choose to just be a mindless automaton like her people want her to be and just finish a fucking war that finished a long time ago. Like, let it go or move past, do something else. But whatever. Something else I want to throw in there is I have forgot about this and I just remembered it when I was watching these clips. So let me just show you and then I'll explain.
You can finish what she started.
Finish the war.
So why was Ballas so happy when they said this? I don't think it's because he's like, yes, I finally get to die. I don't think it's that. Like, he has a rope around his neck. If he wanted to kill himself, he could have just yanked the rope and like tied it really quick around anywhere in their sentient base, and he could have just snapped his neck falling. I fall off of that base all of the time. He could have just easily jumped or jump into space at any time. Like, he could have died at any time. It's not about him dying. And then what war? Is he happy that we're going to be exterminated? I really don't think he cares about us one way or the other. So what I'm thinking, a strong possibility by his reaction, is maybe because she's AI, she's a machine, technically, right? I'm thinking maybe she has some programming in her that he knows. Maybe she really was reprogrammed like they were saying earlier. And he knows that if they continue with her programming to complete the war, some protocol that he knows about that's detrimental to the sentience is going to be activated. And he's like, oh yeah, go ahead, go finish the war, guys. Go do it. It could be something like a contingency plan in case she's recaptured by the sentients, and then going to join the war again and continue might reactivate her old functions of being the Lotus all over again. It could be something like that. Or it could be nothing and they just made him smile because he's losing his mind. I don't know, but I think there's something more there. Because why would you put that scene in there unless it has a meaning? Well, anyway, that's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.